Hello, everyone. It was suggested to me recently that I just start vlogging my daily routine and everyday life, which is kind of a weird concept to me and even feels a little strange to be shooting this right now. And TBH, as the kids say, I'm not entirely sure that my day-to-day life is even interesting enough to put on YouTube. It's interesting to me, but to the average person watching YouTube, I don't know. On the other hand, as we all know, YouTube is filled with hot trash day and night. So obviously it isn't enough to stop anybody else, right? So this is what I've been up to as of late. In my spare time, I've been deep cleaning this kitchen. And it is now like 99% done. Like all along here, this has all been deep cleaned. All this should look brand new. If it doesn't look brand new, get your eyesight checked because clearly you are the problem. This section right here, going down and over, is the last section left to do. So here is a panning wide shot of the current status of this area. So I'll do it now like this, and then when I get it all done, I'll do it again, and then you'll see the difference. It will also hold me somewhat accountable. Though, again, that's not really a problem with me. I'm like this already anyway. This is gift wrapping. Somebody gave me a really awesome gift lately, and I'll be documenting that later on. That's all stuff going out the door. These boxes are basically just to help me rearrange some stuff. And that whole area full of traveling and luggage has to go. So soon it's going to be looking very minimalist and very super great. That's the bat. This is where I typically sit and shoot videos from. I have an insane collection of this stuff. Several boxes worth. A lot more than what you see right here that I have mostly collected just in the past 2 years from the different cons and toy stores I've been to around the Los Angeles area. And I was going to those events and those stores before I started making the videos on the channels. That I just started doing like in the past year. So I already have a ton of cool stuff here, but I'm very minimalist in my aesthetic. So I figure it's better to just display so much of it at a time. So I'll probably switch out some of what you see here in the background or add to it, or I don't know. I also have this case of lights to light this up because the lighting is in the back. And if I install lights here, then the light will light these guys up. But you got to have wiring to do that because if you have battery lights, they'll just die real quick. So it's all going to be a completed studio production background of forthcoming and future videos, obviously. And this is my room, which is not bad. This is already basically pretty cleaned out and organized. There's some areas for improvement. I've put this room in other videos as well, showing off the highlights. But I mean, if you don't get a sense of it already, I just like things to look very minimal and neat, like a museum. And I got so like here's one project. Those boxes get turned into, that plastic gets turned into these, and these become these. And I got 2 more pairs here that need them if I buy other shoes. It turns out I like buying shoes. And so there's that. And then I actually have all these watches. The batteries in them are all dead, but they look cool and they go great with outfits. That's the thing. We all have our phones now. We don't really need frickin' watches at all, but we can still wear them. They look cool. I've never had a smartwatch or an Apple Watch, so there's that. But you know, I just like the classic chrome. These were super huge when I was like 20, before smartwatches. And this here is a kit to put batteries in these. So I got all the stuff. I just got to take the time. I got to take the time. This area right here will be cleaned out. This and this is just fully unacceptable. Okay, it's not happening. And it will look good when I'm done. Oh, but look at this right here. This is a really rad thing. This is actually not mine. Somebody who is awful with tech left it here and asked me to set the time, which took me like 5 seconds to do. And I really wanted to keep it because, I mean, look at it, but it's not mine to keep. Also, all these Jada cars I've been collecting, these have never been unboxed. And I look at them and I say I'm going to get around to unboxing them, but so far it hasn't happened. But that'd be easy content to make, right? And this right here is my glasses station. And it needs to be organized a little better. You may have seen a ton of action figures stood up here in a previous video, but I took them all down because I just like the minimal thing better. So I made this artwork. I had this. Okay, so this is a rubber Flash logo that was designed as part of a costume, and I bought just this logo at a con. Like before I even moved to California, that's how long I've had it. And the people at the con were selling all the parts of the suit individually, and I just bought that. And then I was like, I'll probably come back and buy more. But I don't even know who it was. It was like 15 years ago. And I just had this for the longest time. And then in the past year, I dug it up from when I was reorganizing stuff. And I'm like, I could probably make something cool out of this. And that's when I had the idea to do the rest of it. This is red vinyl and a white frame that I got from like Hobby Lobby or something. I don't even know. But isn't that cool though? Now it's just a simple, cool looking piece of artwork that I could, and I wonder if I was to sell it or make stuff like that and sell it, what it's worth. I mean, it's a simple looking thing, you know? I don't know. Anyway, this is an area that will be reorganized to perfection. Hold on. Let me do the empire. Let me do the emperor. The republic will be reorganized into the first galactic empire for a safe and secure society. I don't think I got that exactly right, but Star Wars Episode 3, you get it. Anyway, that's going to be my glasses shelf is going to be the safe and secure society. Anyway, that's that. So, thanks for touring my half disorganized apartment with me. My Batman Returns coffee cup. This is authentically vintage 1992 Batman, okay? Again, this was a thing, kids. You had to be there. Anyway, my name is Jeff Roche, aka The Man Strikes Again, aka TMSA for short. I will shoot a follow-up video after this when it gets done to show the results of my hard work. Do you understand what it's like for me? I don't think you do. Anyway, have a great rest of your whatever time it is for you right now. Have a great rest of your day.